All right, Kyle, I think we're live.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Okay. Waiting for some people to get on here. So we are doing our first ever live. We are trying to make sure we got everything set. So I have Kyle here with me. He's actually going on to YouTube right now to see if we got this right.
It says live.
Hi.
Okay, it worked, Jake, because look. When I click on it,
Yeah.
see how you're sideways? So I can hold my phone like that.
Okay, so no, it's not working.
Well, which way you want?
All right, so we're going to be doing a live Q&A here, and then we're going to go out and see the horses in a little bit too. So, hey everyone. I'm so excited that this is our first YouTube live. So I've done some lives on TikTok before, but today was an impromptu Q&A session, so I'm super excited for this. How does it look on your screen?
Good.
Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so if you have any questions for us, please let us know. So Kyle's here right now. Yeah.
That's what time it is. It's 1:02.
Oh, it is? Yeah, so it's 1:02 here
for
in
Eastern
Michigan.
Time.
Yep, so we're in the Eastern time zone. So yeah. All right, we're just trying to get this all set up here. Yes, Beauty's out in the pasture. Hi everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Are you excited to do the live, Kyle?
Yeah, I can't believe how many people are commenting.
Oh my goodness, this is so fun. Awesome. So let me see. I'm going to practice flipping the camera real quick, make sure I got everything. Oh, this is our yard. Okay, so somebody asked if I do lessons. Did you mean do I do lessons personally or do I offer lessons? Aw, thank you, Sophia. You're so sweet. Yay! Hi. Oh my gosh, I love this. What breed of horse is Mushu? So Mushu is, what is he, Kyle? Do you know?
Mushu or Cobb?
What breed though?
A hot dog.
A gypsy vanner. So he's a gypsy vanner. Okay, hi V Likes Gaming. So how many horses are you planning to sell this year? Probably just 1 to 2 horses. So that's typically how many horses I sell on average is 1 to 2. Hi Georgia, thank you so much. How's Belle doing? She is doing great. I'm gonna go visit her soon. I actually wasn't feeling well the past few days, so now I'm feeling a lot better. I didn't want to get like anybody sick. It was mainly allergies. So I'm going to go visit her very soon, but she is so happy at the new farm. Belle just looks incredible. She's living life. She loves it. It's perfect because it's like 5 minutes away. I can go visit her whenever I want. How do you think Belle's doing, Kyle?
Good. She's really happy, I think.
Yeah. You gotta talk a little
I think
louder.
she's really happy. She's having fun being with a couple other horses.
Yeah.
She's not as secluded over here where she was only, had to be, could only see the other horses through the fence.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's doing really well. Ooh, we're getting lots of questions. Okay. This is so awesome.
How long you plan on doing this for? 1 to 2?
Yeah, I'll probably do this for about an hour. So like I said, this is our first time doing a live, so we're just kind of experimenting with it, just so we can do more in the future. So that's kind of our plan today. Let's see what else. Do I collect any Breyer horses? No, I used to when I was younger, but I don't really collect them anymore. Are any of your horses for sale or are you planning to sell? So I will probably end up selling Arlo and Mushu this year. So that is who I'm considering. I don't know when. It could be, next month. It could be in a few months. I'm not 100% sure, but those are the horses I am looking to move along. But nobody is currently for sale like right this moment. Let's see. How old is Ariel? So Ariel is a year old. So she's super cute. They look amazing. We're going to go out and see the horses pretty soon here. Yeah, they are. You guys have so many amazing questions. Someone said Ezzy needs a brother. So I do not have the space for another foal right now. Plus, I'm going to have my hands full, get it? Hands full training them once they are older, right? Which I'm not going to be able to ride them for 3 years. But let me tell you this, like having a foal, the basic handling skills is a lot of work in itself. And you have such a huge responsibility when you have a foal to bring them up throughout their entire life and make them good equine citizens. Like it is not an easy feat and it shouldn't be taken lightly. So I do not want to take on another younger horse. When am I getting a fjord? I don't know. So I really like them a lot, but they are pretty expensive. And I don't know if I want one enough to pay tens of thousands for one, but if one came along and, you know, it was what I was looking for, I'm definitely open to them. I also love halflingers. So I used to have a halflinger. Her name was Tinkerbell, and I'm totally open to having another halflinger again. Where's my pet pig? We're going to show her in a little bit because we're going to walk out to the pastures soon, but we will show her.
Someone said they switched. Did you switch your feed to unbeatable? They said they
Yes.
did the same and they love it.
That is amazing. So
Are you still using it?
Yeah, make sure you talk a little louder.
Are you still using it?
Yeah, so I switched all my horses to the unbeatable pellets, and I've had a lot of you actually reach out saying that you've done the same and you really like them. It's an all forage based pellet, so it consists of alfalfa, beet pulp, and flax, and then I feed them Vermont blend on top of it as a ration balancer and to add minerals and vitamins to their feed.
None of that's sponsored.
Yeah, none of that is sponsored. That is all me, so that is not a sponsored feed. Somebody said, is this a new top for my clothing line? Well, I don't know. You guys can guess on that one. You can check it out here. So like I said, something's coming June 2024 to the boutique. So right now, I'll let you leave that up to interpretation. Wow, we were getting lots of questions, Kyle. They are coming in like crazy. Okay, when is Belle coming back to the farm? So I am not 100% sure on that yet. I think she'll be there for summer, and then we'll just see how everything's going and go from there. But yeah, I honestly do not have an answer. I mean, it could be, she could come back in a couple months. It could be a few months. I'm not 100%. We're just gonna do whatever is best for Belle, okay? That is what the plan is. So I'm just kind of going with the flow, but the nice part is I can always bring her home whenever I want. Like, if I want to bring her home tomorrow, I can. But right now, she's so happy there, and I think this is a better situation for her for the time being. Please keep Mushu. Guys, so again, my mission, okay, let me explain this. You know what my mission is. It's buying horses, working with them, and eventually moving them along. There are some horses that I will keep, like Jiminy, my heart horse. He's my first horse, heart horse, forever horse.
We're limited.
And yeah.
We're limited on space.
And Bagheera, who is 30 years old, right? Like, I'm not going to sell her. But what everybody doesn't understand, like, let's say I would have kept horses in the past that people told me, okay, before I even had YouTube. I would have never had Belle, Ezzy, Mushu. Actually, I would have had no horse that I have here right now besides Jiminy, not one. So my thought is I need to work with them and then find them home so I can continue doing this. Could you imagine if I never would have had like Ezzy? Because I really can't imagine that. Like, her and Belle are incredible. So there is a reason why I do this, and I know that I formulate a bond with them and you guys get to see them, and people don't understand, well, why would you move them along? Well, there's a reason I do that, is so I can continue helping. And Mushu is one that I 100% have decided I am going to move along. And there's just so many reasons for that. And like Kyle was saying, we are limited on space, right? I do not have tens of thousands or hundreds of acres where I can have a lot more horses. I have to be very conscientious about the horses I have. And when Belle came along, and then Ezzy, and then I had to get Ariel and all of that, which is great. But that is like 3 spots that are taken up where they're going to be full for years, right? Because I can't bring another horse in if I continue to keep them all. And that is my whole point right now and what I do.
Let's talk about Mushu for a second. He is a fun horse.
Yeah, so
He's
Mushu,
kind of like a dog.
Yeah, Mushu's
very playful.
He's super cool. He's extremely smart. He is doing so well considering he's 4 and he's been under saddle for not even a year yet. And over the winter, we took a break, not in our consistency. I worked with him like every day still, but we did more groundwork in Liberty and then rode like a little bit over the winter. But now we're getting really into it, and his canter is improving. And honestly, my vision for him, I could just see an adult or a younger girl, like once he's a little bit older, a younger girl, but even maybe like an adult who rides, who has kids, and him eventually being some girl's like literal dream horse. Because
Is he your dream horse?
He is, in the sense, like, okay, I made this short video the other day and I posted it. Everybody's like, why do you say every horse is your dream horse that you own? Because they literally are. Like, every horse is special, and I buy them because I love them, not just because of looks. Like, there's personality, there's all different types of things. And he is a dream horse in the sense that he was my first full gypsy vanner, right? Actually, the only full gypsy vanner I've ever had. I've had gypsy crosses, and now I have Lumiere. He's a North American destrier, but he is 3/4 gypsy vanner. So that was always a dream, to own a gypsy vanner. So that is why I say that. But I've never said I'm for sure keeping him. And now so much has like evolved that I know in my heart like what the right answer is. So
what's your favorite horse breed?
Appaloosa. I love Appaloosas. They're my favorite breed. Who is your tallest horse? Belle. So she's 16 too. They are coming in hot. I love this. Okay, how old is Jiminy? So Jiminy is now 24. So he just turned 24 this month. He is doing so well. What age will I back Esmeralda? Which means what age will I start her? So obviously I've already started them in the sense of basic handling, but I will probably teach them to lunge very lightly. End of their 2-year-old year, 3-year-old year, start doing like some lunging and teach them about the saddle, and maybe just sit on them, her and Ariel, when they're like 3 coming 4, but I won't actually ride until they're about 4 years old. And even then it will still be light riding. I'm not going to do anything heavy with them, just like I did with Mushu. So we got a while because Ezzy is going to turn 1 on June 16th and Ariel just turned 1. We are going to have a joint party for them. We're going to do something mid-June for them, which will be super fun. But anyways, yeah, so that's kind of my plan with that.
So I want to comment. Someone just said, I lost the comment already, but they said buying them, training them, and then selling them is not just your passion, but it's also your business.
Okay, so
but let me comment first. So yes, it is a business, but we really don't make any money on selling the horses. If we do, it is very little, because when Shay buys a horse, we keep the horses for 1 to 2 years. And if you look at people that flip horses or sell horses, the most profitable way of doing that is to keep the horse the least amount of time, right? When you own a horse for 2 years,
you got to sell them pretty quick if you're going to make money
bills,
selling horses, which we don't do.
The farrier, you're paying for the feed, the shavings. By the time you add up, that's thousands of dollars worth of stuff. So yeah, we might buy the horse for, I don't know, $5,000 and then sell it for $8,000, but we probably have more than another $4,000 to $5,000 into that horse. So we really don't make a lot of money selling horses.
So yeah, let me add on that. So add to that. So when I sell horses, that is actually not my business at all. I actually don't make money selling horses. I've said this before. There is maybe like 2 horses I made money selling, and that was like a while ago. And that was when the market, the only reason I think I made money is because the market was low when we purchased, just like that's what it was. And then I had worked with them for like 2 years, and the market like, whoa, birds. And the market like skyrocketed like after COVID or around that time. So that was the only reason I really made money, because that is not the point in what I do. I make money from the social media, the boutique, my lesson program, right? Like all of these businesses, which I talked about in a podcast with the Cypress Room. So if you want more details, listen to that. It's a long one, but it was really fun to do and good information there. But anyways, that's not my business. That's my mission. So selling horses, I don't make money from that, like Kyle said.
When we sold Olaf, you sold him for what you bought him for.
Exactly.
After a couple of years.
No, literally. Okay, so with Olaf, yeah, he was so cool.
You found a good home for him, and that was you were able to lower the price. You were asking a little bit more, but you were able to lower the price because I think you sold him to some little girl that was going to ride him and do exactly what you thought you would excel at.
So that is actually an excellent example. So I bought Olaf at a sale. Actually, this was the craziest thing I think I've ever done. I bought 3 ponies at once.
Yeah.
That was mental, okay? Like, what? So I bought 3 ponies at one sale, and it was kind of cool, good experience, because it was a lot of work. But anyways, I worked with them all, like, I go back to back, like pony boot camp, super fun. I literally worked with Olaf for 2 years. I taught him to jump. I took him all over the place, trail rode him. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And he was in the program for a little bit. Like, he did a lot. Shows. I literally sold him for what I paid for after dumping 2 years of time, money, and effort into him. And that's okay. But I'm just using that as an example because I could have sold him, like, I would never do this. I would never sell auction or anything like that. That is completely against what I do. But let's say I just was about the money. I could have sold that horse for an online auction or at like a higher end auction for a lot because he could jump. He's beautiful. I had amazing pictures. I mean, I probably could have got tens of thousands of dollars for him. And I'm like, absolutely not. This person came along. She was a teenager and she was a perfect fit. And that was all she had, like, the budget to pay. And I'm like, you know what? I want a good home. I could give a crap less about how much money am I going to get for him. Like, that is not what I'm about here. And that's why I work so hard on like my videos and, my lesson program and my boutique so that I can support myself and not depend and think I have to sell this horse to make money. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So, yeah. Yeah. My tripod's broken. So it's out in the outdoor arena. Am I ever going to sell Lumiere? So I do not think I'm going to end up selling him. What's he saying? Ron. Oh, okay.
Still making a movie?
Yeah, we're doing a live right now.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just want to know if you want any asparagus.
Any asparagus? Sorry, my neighbor's talking to me. Sure, we'll take some asparagus. That sounds delicious. Am I ever going to sell Lumiere? So that is not my goal with him. Never say never, because you just don't know what situations are going to come up, right? But that is not my plan. Like, he is amazing. I bought him for myself. I mean, I buy all the horses for myself, but you get what I'm saying. Nope. So I do not plan on selling him. When will I get a new horse? So I am going to quite a few sales between now and mid-June, and I do have a spot, so we will see. Again, you know that when I'm looking for horses to purchase, that I am picky in the sense of it has to be a good fit, but we are looking. We'll see.
Here's a good question. Can you tell us of a standout horse that you owned before you started the channel? What about Fury or someone?
A standout horse. Okay. So story time. So there is this one horse. I was in college, okay? So I've only been doing YouTube. It's been 3 years, I think, actually, as of next month. So this is relatively still new, but I've been doing this for years on a smaller level, obviously. So I was in college. I had Jiminy Cricket. I boarded at a stable. I brought Jiminy to my college with me. It was about 5 hours away from where I grew up. It was in Southern Illinois, Carbondale. And we saw this horse on Craigslist, like an ad for him. And he was a Morgan quarter horse cross. So I went and looked at him. His mom was actually on site too, so that was kind of cool. We went for a trail ride on him, and I was like, okay, like, let's buy him. So I bought him and I boarded him at the boarding stable that I was at. And when I started working with him, like, I could tell, okay, he was great on the trail, but he wasn't like, he was broke to ride, but I call it dumb broke, like in the sense of he had no idea about arena work. He didn't understand like basic commands. So I guess you could say he was trained to ride, but it was it was interesting. Anyways, he was gorgeous. Everybody called him a mini Frisian because he had an abundant mane and tail. He was beautiful. He was black and just gorgeous. And he was blind in one eye too. So I worked with him. I think I owned him for, let's see, 4 years. And then I got a job out in California. So I moved there and brought him and Jiminy with me. And I trained him to jump. We did lots of trail rides. He ended up being super, super safe for kids to ride. And at that point in my life, I got another promotion. So I actually donated him to this riding program in California. And he is still there today, and he is a favorite. And I named him Night Fury. So he was a super, super cool horse. And I talk about him in my like equestrian story video on YouTube. So he was one of those standout horses, and I always think about him, and I could still go visit him if I wanted, but it's hard for me, you know, to go to California randomly. But yeah. What do you do for a living? I think we've talked about that already, but you
asked when's your launch for the boutique?
Oh, so when is the launch? Okay, so I haven't given a date because I have to wait on something. But it is going to be the first or the second weekend of June. I will know this week for sure what the actual launch date is for this new item, these new items in the boutique, okay? Oh my gosh, I am beyond excited because this is gonna be the biggest project of my life. I'm not nervous about it. I'm just trying to hustle to get it all to come together in time. I've been working on this since what? January? So months, okay? And this is going to be cool. It's also the biggest investment like I've ever done. So, but I think it's going to be big. I'm really hoping, like, fingers crossed. So we'll see. So will I get a rescue horse? Quite a few people have asked this question. So in the past, we actually have picked up quite a few like hardcore project horses and or rescue horses. It is a lot of work. I don't think people understand what goes into rescue. And we are not a nonprofit, okay? So an actual rescue, like, what is it, a 501c, Kyle? A nonprofit rescue, they are grant or donation funded. So they will go and get these horses in bad situations, like, God bless them, and they get donations to help these horses, okay? But then what rescues do is they get these horses, usually get them healthy, like a good rescue will, evaluate them a little bit, and then they move them out, right? So that is not what I do, okay? So I'm not getting horses in, evaluating them, getting them healthy, and then moving them along. Like, I'm spending years actually training these horses. So the issue is if you always get rescues, you're going to buy this $500 rescue and you're going to end up paying 10 or 20,000 for them, okay? Because they're going to need all of this rehab, they're going to need special care. And I do like doing this on occasion, but it is very hard when you're trying to run a lesson program and trying to find horses who are primarily rideable, that have potential. That is what I'm looking for. So it's hard when you get these horses like that and dump all of your funds, time, and resources into them for typically they're not able to be ridden, or they're going to cost you so much more than that horse that had some potential that needs a little work does. Okay, does that make sense? So I do want to do that, but we're also limited on space here. So I cannot just get a rescue on multiple occasions because we won't have space to have horses for the riding program. And that is, like I said, that's one of my incomes. So I have to be smart about how I do things. But in the beginning, when my program was a lot smaller, but I was still working full time for the government, I was able to get a rescue because I had a really small program and I was able to spend time with that horse and put those funds into it. But I have quickly realized how much money that actually takes, and it's very hard to do when it's self-funded. When you're a nonprofit and you can get those grants and donations, it's easy. It's not easier, but it makes more sense. So,
This question.
yeah.
Have you ever had a confidence knock so bad you wanted to quit riding? If so, how did you get over it? She recently had a bad fall and was scared to ride the horse.
Okay,
I've
so
seen a couple comments like that.
no, that's actually a fantastic question. So I've never had one where I didn't want to ride again. I mean, I've gotten really hurt before where it looked like somebody kicked me with like a steel toe boot. Like my face was messed up, my whole body. It was an absolute disaster.
I'd say you've had a confidence knock where with a particular horse, you've been kind of turned off for just a little while, where maybe you fell off the horse and you're just like, what's wrong? You know, what's wrong with this horse? We need to figure something out. So
Yeah,
kind of,
I
a
haven't
little bit.
I haven't had one where it's been like I want to quit riding, but I've had, so I actually am a high anxiety person, right? Like, I mean, not in the sense of like I'm having like panic attacks or anything like that, but in the sense of like I'm very high functioning anxiety, and that's great because it fuels me, the energy, like the attention to detail, all of these things. So that's a benefit in it. But at the same time, like I'm high energy. So sometimes when it comes to certain horses, I will get nervous. Like I'm confident, but I'm not at the same time. Like I will be around a certain horse or ride a certain horse, and I think at the end of the day, a lot of people are actually scared or nervous, but I personally will just push through that using common sense, right? For example, if I was working with like let's use Mushu. When I first started riding Mushu, do you think I'm going to ride him for the first time, like his first ride under saddle on a cold, windy day? No. I'm going to be smart about it, and I'm going to ride him on a nice warm day to set him up for success, because a young horse might be more likely to spook because they don't have experience, they're not used to being ridden, all those different factors. So I try to use a lot of common sense while I'm riding and with what I do, and that's why I do things very specifically and logically with my horses, because I don't want to get hurt. I mean, it's inevitable. You're going to fall off when you ride. You're going to get hurt. I've been hurt, but I just try to think about how I do things, but also I try to go out of my comfort zone too, right? Like I'm not just in this bubble. Like I go out and trail ride. I'll take horses out who have never been trail ridden before. I've ridden horses that have never been sat on before. Like I will do these things, but I do it in a way that is smart. So yeah.
So some quick questions. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Illinois, so
Where do we live?
Michigan.
Okay. How
Southeast.
tall is? Oh, someone asked. Oh, how
Flies.
tall is Zazu?
Zazu's 14-1.
Okay. When are you gonna start riding the foals?
I already answered that. But when they're 4 years old.
Four-ish. Are you gonna use them for lessons?
I don't know. I don't know what will be happening in 4 years, so I'm not quite sure. It's okay. So I do go out and get horses who I think will be a good fit for lessons, but that is not my goal for every horse. I mean, sometimes I will be looking for that specifically, like with Beauty, but my goal isn't for every horse to end up in the program, right? Like that is not a job that every horse can do.
Who are you keeping forever?
Forever, I'm keeping Jiminy, Bagheera, and I think Lumiere, and probably Esmeralda, and Belle. See, this is the problem. It's already added up. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes, we'll go see the horses in a minute. We'll go see them towards the end for sure.
Yeah, they want to see the foals.
Yep.
Favorite tack brand?
favorite tack brand? Oh, well, there's this boutique and they sell bitless bridles. No, okay, so I obviously love my bitless bridles that I sell, but I really love DP saddles for like a Baroque medieval style. Black Country I really like for English and dressage, and High Horse is my favorite trail saddle by Circle Y.
A lot of people asking, will you ever get a Mustang?
You know what? Will I ever get a Mustang? I have thought long and
You
hard.
just bought a Mustang.
A car, yeah. I've thought long and hard about the Mustang. Right now we don't have the right setup. Like we don't have a round pen and we don't have high enough fences to get a BLM Mustang. And I think I used to really want to do that, but I think after working with the foals, they're wonderful, but it's so much work. I have to decide if it's worth it for me personally. And it's super dangerous and risky when you're working with a wild feral animal. So maybe I haven't fully decided if it's something I actually want to do or if I'm just infatuated with the idea of it.
Yeah, when you did endurance, you used to think maybe a Mustang would be fun for
Yeah.
endurance riding.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of endurance riding and competitions, and it's really fun. But at the end of the day, I sat back and asked myself, do you want to compete and do these endurance competitions, or do you just want to go out and ride your horse? And the answer is, I always just want to go out and ride my horse. Like, I don't like competition for me personally. Like, I don't get anything out of it other than taking the horse to a new environment and exposing them to like shows or, you know, different things like that. That is what I get out of it.
How did you meet Kyle?
We met out in Washington State and we were friends for a little while, and then I moved closer to him because
We met online.
he was doing grad school in South Carolina, and yeah, and then the rest is history.
Who was Kyle's favorite horse? Probably Arlo. Even though he's a good horse, he can be a pain sometimes, but he's a good horse.
Yeah.
I think I like Mushu right now lately. He's kind of like a dog. He's really funny.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
friendly.
Now everyone's gonna be mad at me because those are the horses I said I'm selling this year.
That's all right. I like.
Oh,
I
I
like
have.
Jiminy. I like
Yeah.
Gaston.
Wait.
I like all of
Let's
them.
talk about this. Everybody, anytime we go to a sale, everybody's like, "Did you buy Kyle a horse yet?" So, Kyle, do you want your own horse? Like just you? Nobody really rides it. It's just you.
No,
Why?
because I don't ride enough.
No, but seriously, you tell me. Like, I want to know from your perspective because everybody always asks, why doesn't Kyle have his own horse? So, how about you?
'Cause I have my own hobbies, and I enjoy riding the horses, but I really only ride if we go camping or trail riding. Then that's when I ride. But I don't. Even though we have an indoor arena, outdoor arena, I don't ride here that often.
I think you honestly only ride like 3 to 4 times per year, sometimes more.
Maybe more. Maybe 5 times a year.
Right. So that's the thing. We always want to have a horse that Kyle can ride, but Kyle doesn't, you know,
I don't want it to be just my horse. I don't want it to sit there.
because what people have to understand is owning a horse is a serious thing. You have to come out and work with that horse every day, and it's a huge commitment. So for Kyle to just have his own horse, he does not want to be around horses enough where he's going to come out and ride even 2 to 3 days a week, right? It would all be me, which is completely fine. But then if that's the case, I have to have a horse that obviously works for me as well, or works for the program. But we're always going to have a horse here that Kyle can ride. Jiminy, Gaston, Arlo, somebody will always be around for Kyle to ride because he does enjoy the trail rides.
Yep.
And when we go camping, we have a lot of fun with that. But Kyle's not a horse person. He's super supportive, and this is our lifestyle and everything. But Kyle's not a horse person. And sometimes I even have to be like, hey, you know, you got to think about how you do things. Like, he's not... It's just different. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a car guy.
He's a car guy. He's a car guy. So we got a Corvette for him, an older Corvette, and it's awesome. There we go. Yeah. So, will I sell Gaston? Yes. Eventually he will be for sale. He's not for sale right now, but eventually, yes. Ah, I love all these questions. You guys are, like, I can't even read them. They're going so fast. Kyle, are you? Yes. Yep.
Your mom said something.
What'd she say?
Oh, she lost feed. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I think it's fine.
Okay. All right.
Keep having to refresh it too.
Okay. Is the feed working for you guys? Like, is it lagging or anything? I mean, I know some people are in different areas, so they might just not have good service, but in general, because we're kind of doing this as like a practice too, and because obviously I wanted to.
What's your preferred horse height?
Preferred horse height, I honestly love like 15 hands. Like that's a really
15
good.
to 16.
And I like 16, but I'd probably 15 to 15-1, but it is really nice having a 16 hand horse because it feels really great. And then most people can ride, you know, a horse of that size.
Do you have any hobbies outside of horses?
No, I really don't.
I do.
Kyle does,
A lot
absolutely.
of hobbies.
Kyle likes to hunt. Kyle likes
Fish. Main hobbies, cars.
cars,
And mountain bike.
mountain
I go
bike.
Kayaking.
Yep. No, I don't.
Anything. I have too many hobbies.
You do. You have a ton. To be honest, anytime I'm doing something else, all I can think about is, yeah, I wish I was just with my horses riding. Like, no joke. I love it.
And travel. We both like to travel.
Yeah, we love to travel, so that's
We
fun.
do at least one, try to do one big vacation a year.
Yep.
You know, Mexico or just this year.
We do a lot of small trips too, but typically they're with the horses. Like we go camping. But see, when we take the horses camping, oftentimes we get like paddocks or stalls so we can go and do other things in that town too. So that's kind of fun.
Will you ever get a pony for Kyle? We did that.
Okay, so with the pony thing, it's hard right now because I don't have a setup for minis or ponies. And like I was saying before, we're so limited on space. I don't teach little kids when it comes to lessons, and I don't have little kids, and I don't drive. Like, I'm not into it. It's fun. I think it's amazing, but I already have so many interests and focus on other things that it's honestly not a priority. And like we were saying before, if Kyle wanted a pony and he was going to come out and work with it all the time, then we would get one. But that's not the case, so it would fall on me, which is fine. But like I said, I don't do any of the things that would make sense, and not in a mean way, but I don't have the space because of my mission and what I'm doing to have animals around that I'm not working with currently. If we had a larger property,
Yeah, maybe if we ever moved. to a larger
100%.
property.
Like, I want a mini cow. I want an alpaca. I want more pigs, but we don't have the space for it right now. So we are actively actually trying to figure out how to either get more land or, you know, purchase a property, something along those lines. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I really am trying to formulate a future plan for like expansion. But like I said, I don't know when that's going to happen.
Well, it's already 1:30. What do you want to do?
No, we're keep going for an hour.
No, but you want to walk?
Oh yeah, we'll in about 10 minutes or so, or a little less, we'll go and see the horses. Yes, Mushu will be for sale. He's not for sale yet, but probably this year. What other questions, Kyle?
How old is your dog?
Koa is 7. Yeah, he's 7 years old. Here, I'm gonna have you talk for a second.
Okay. Let me try to answer some simple questions. You better start asking simple questions. Will we sell Mushu? Yes, Mushu will be for sale eventually. Oh man, they're coming so fast. Are you selling Sleeping Beauty? Not right now. Nope. How high can your horses jump? Oh, that'd be a Shay question. Maybe 2 feet. I think she has some 2-foot jumps she sets out once in a while. But she can't. She has done more in the past. Jiminy, when Shay and I first started dating, and she lived in Tennessee at the time, she did jump Jiminy a lot. Enough that she had to go to a chiropractor. Has Kyle ever ridden one of your horses? Yes, I've ridden all the ones that can handle me.
Except Lumi.
I have not ridden Lumi yet.
Here, you hold it.
He finally likes me more now, so.
Yeah, he actually wasn't. Lumiere actually wasn't fond of men when we first purchased him, and you have to earn his trust. Like, Lumiere, is not a horse that anybody can ride. He is sensitive in specific ways, and he has a presence about him, so you have to be conscientious about what you're doing. But he is a sweetheart, and him and I have formulated such a great bond. Like, I can tell he really likes me. Like, do you think, Kyle, it feels weird saying
Yeah,
that?
he likes you a lot.
He does. Like, he knows that I'm
He
gonna
tolerates me. He knows that now. He knows that if I'm putting hay in the paddock and stuff, he needs to back away.
Yeah, like, he knows that I'm going to like love and kiss all over him and tell him he's a good boy, give him treats and attention. But he also knows that like there's boundaries, and you know that we're gonna work and we're gonna train, and you know, it's not like, I think there has to be balance with horses, with love and affection and treats and spoiling, but also they do need structure. They want purpose, just like people, right? Like, you don't just want to sit around all day. You want to have some type of job, but in the sense of it's beneficial for the horse, you know, it's for the riding and the groundwork and the balance training and all of that.
There you go. What's your favorite car?
Favorite car, like in general?
My favorite car is a 60s Corvette, preferably like a 67.
I want a C8 Corvette,
A C8 car.
but I'm not getting one. I need a new truck is what I need. A Super Duty, but
She just likes having a new car.
Yeah.
Which we don't even have a new car. We have a 2016 Mustang is what you drive right now.
yeah, so I drive a 2016 Mustang, and the only reason I got that is because we found one for like a killer deal.
It has mileage on it.
Yeah.
So we bought it cheap.
Can you hold it like a little more? Okay, let me hold this. Yeah, so do you
Press
want to
the down
see
button.
if check your phone for anything? Like on like if
your-
anyone texted you?
No. No one checked.
Okay. Anyways,
What's your worst horse injury?
my worst horse injury, I actually, okay, so like knock on wood, I haven't had a horse get like injured under my care. So I've purchased horses that have had previous injuries or issues, but I mean, I've had horses get like cuts or something like that, but I've knock on wood, like I've never had to get stitches or anything.
Someone said split window. Yes, a 63 split window.
Oh, I was like, what split window?
I would take a 63 split window Corvette for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But a 65 or 66 is probably more realistic.
Somebody said it's a little bit laggy right now. I'm worried. I'm just worried if we walk out to the field, it's going to be laggy. We're going to try to walk out to the field in the end because I'm worried that it's going to be laggy with the service. So we will go out and see the horses, but I'm going to do that in a little while here.
Why Disney names?
I grew up watching Disney. I was obsessed with the movies. So I just wanted to go with the Disney theme. It's just something I decided to do, and I'm just sticking with it. And I think there's a lot of cool names, and I love that they're kind of like fantasy and fun and like princesses and characters and animals. So I love that.
Have you ever tried an Australian saddle?
I have.
Your friend had one once, right?
I've owned a couple as well. They're okay. I'm not saying they're bad. They're all right. I don't love them, but they're fun. Yeah.
Someone's favorite car is a 65 Mustang. Those are cool.
I do want to do a jumping vlog. I used to jump all the time, like a lot. But now that I'm more into foundational training, it's harder when I'm riding those kind of horses like Mushu. I'm not jumping him. He's not even 5 yet. Like I'll do a little cross rail with him and stuff this summer when he's 5. But like Lumi, like we're still working on Canner. So
Who are you taking to shows? Who are you going to take to the show that's coming up?
Okay, we're going to a show next weekend. I'm so excited. It's going to be Beauty's first show, and then I think we're bringing Jiminy, Gaston, and Zazu. So we are going to our first show with Beauty. We've obviously been to shows, but yeah, that's going to be this coming weekend, and I will be posting a vlog. So fingers crossed that Beauty does well. One of my students is going to be riding her, mainly because I really actually wanted to, but it's really hard for me to go to a show and haul there time-wise. So this student has been riding and practicing with her over the past few weeks, and everything's been going really well. And I will be there. Like if something goes wrong, I can hop on her or something like that. But she's going to show her, and I might try, if I can squeeze it in, to take her to a show myself and do the Western class because she can be ridden in a snaffle because she's 4. So we might do that. But yeah, so looking forward to that.
A lot of people want to see Penelope.
Okay, let Penelope out real quick. Okay, we're going to let Penelope out. Can you get her out in the yard?
Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna let Penelope out and then talk for a little bit and then go see the horses. Hopefully the service is okay. Let's see. My most expensive horse to buy was Lumiere, for sure. Am I gonna sell Belle? So no, I'm not selling Belle. She will stay with me for life. Right now she's at my friend's house, as most of you know, so that's a good situation for her, but I'm paying board and I still own her. So I'm not gonna sell her. She coming? Okay, we're gonna switch this around and look at Penelope.
Sleeping.
Oh, the little piggy.
Get the shavings off of her.
Look at her. Isn't she precious? Penelope. I think we need to give her a bath. Her face gets so dirty. You need a bath. Oh my goodness. Somebody asked if I've ever owned an Arabian, so I did already. His name was Abu. He actually was, besides Jiminy, the first horse here at the farm when we purchased it.
You bought him when we were dating.
Yeah, I bought him. Actually, we were dating and we had just
Tennessee.
got engaged, I think. And then I brought him to Michigan. I bought him in Tennessee. Am I planning on breeding another foal? So the answer is no, because I don't breed horses. I think
Yeah, not intentionally.
it's not, yeah, not intentionally. There's so many horses that need homes, and breeding is not my focus. So I want to focus on my mission. So no, I won't breed. When will I move Zazu along? No, it's okay. I will eventually. I don't know. Not for a while. He's a really good boy, and I've had him just for about a year now. Oh, Penelope's pooping. Pig life. I've had him for a year now, so I'll probably hold on to him for a little bit. So I'm not sure. Okay, Jiminy or Lumi? Well, Jiminy's my boy, so
Jiminy.
I love Jiminy. Yeah, sorry. Rain question. My boarding barn put my mare on 12% sweet feed. So personally, I would never feed sweet feed. I don't want to go into like a huge debacle about it, but I would 100% never ever feed my horse sweet feed. And that's mainly because it's really high in sugar and starch, and that's not good for horses. Horses
People
aren't.
feed it because it's cheaper.
They feed it because it's cheap, but horses are not designed to process that kind of sugar intake.
How expensive is the one you feed now, the beet one?
It's $26 a bag.
So it's cheaper than, I
Yeah,
guess,
Unbeatable pellets.
some of the other stuff you were feeding.
Yeah. So, yeah. Will Belle be coming back to Free Spirit Farm? Yes, eventually. I'm not sure when, but eventually. Ooh, will I have kids? Will I have kids? Kyle, will I have kids? Personally, I don't want kids. I am not a kid person in the sense of little kids. I have never wanted kids. Like, I've known my whole life that I have not wanted kids. And now I won't even teach kids that are under 10. I love like 10 and up, like kids. I love being around them. I can connect with them. I love my teenagers. Love them. I am not a little kid person. Like, I don't know what it is. I just, not my thing. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I have a niece now, so that's super exciting. And Kyle has nieces and nephews, so we have nieces and nephews. And my sister just had her first baby last summer, which is very exciting. So I'm super pumped about that. But I personally am so focused on what I'm doing, and I get so much out of my horses and everything. I don't feel the need to have human children. That's just me. Oh my goodness, I love all these questions. Why is Kyle not riding Lumi? Because he's not experienced enough. Lumiere, I was saying this earlier, is a very specific horse, and he used to be a stallion. So he technically doesn't have any offspring or anything, but he still gets excited around the mares, and he will still show those stud behaviors, and he's very sensitive, and he was green when I purchased him. Now, I think down the road Kyle will be able to ride him, but I haven't let anyone else ride him because he wants things like a specific way. Like, you have to do things specifically. He's really good and really fun. He's a good horse, but he is not a horse for everyone. And right now I definitely feel like he's a one-person horse because of his lack of experience and just being in a new environment, and because he was a stallion and his original intention was to be a breeding stallion. So that's kind of how they were handling him and all of that versus riding and training. So, I mean, do you think you could ride Lumi right now? Maybe, but
I could walk him. I don't think I could.
It's not worth it.
Trot and canter him.
It's not worth it right now. I don't feel comfortable putting anyone else on him currently, but he's a really sweet boy. So, I'll probably have my assistants ride him this summer a little bit once he gains a little bit more confidence. But yeah. How many horses are on the farm right now? So we have 10 here currently, and then Belle is at my friend's house. So, did you go get a drink? You sweet girl. I love my piggy. Look at that butt. She's so cute.
Look at her tail wagging.
I know. She wags her little tail. She's so happy. You happy to be on the grass? You love it. She's the best girl. I love her so much. I'm obsessed with my pig. Like, she's just the cutest thing. She makes me so happy every single day just watching her. Let's see. Why do I have a pig? Why not? Why not? Because I have a place for her. I mean, she actually lives in the house.
She was a rescue.
Actually, she was a rescue. I bought her from the Humane Society. You know how they have like puppy mill busts? Well, she was like part of a mini pig bust, and apparently she was like isolated in this room, like super sad. But yeah, she's awesome. She was super little when we got her, but she lives in the house, sleeps in the house, sunbathes in there, and then she comes out every day. She'll graze. We put her in a little stall. Actually, it's a big stall, but she'll go in the stall for a little bit because she likes to lay in the straw in there, and then she'll come out and free range. And yeah, she's a happy girl. Let's see. So many questions. I love this. Have I ridden Beauty bareback? Yeah, I did hop on her bareback. Once the show is over, because we're focusing on that and like prepping, I'm going to start trying to do some bridleless riding with her and some tackless. So that's kind of my goal for her, and get her out on more trails. No, I will not be riding Belle. So she has shivers, and she definitely has a lot of past trauma. So with the shivers and her current situation, I don't think riding her makes sense, and I don't think it'd be beneficial for her. So I'm deciding not to. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but no, I will not be riding Belle. We're just doing groundwork and we have fun with that. Okay, we're gonna go over there in a second. Let's see. Why don't I jump a lot? So I used to jump a lot back in the day, but now my focus, I said this before, it's more foundation work, and I'm usually training horses or working with horses that are too young to even jump. So that is why, and that is not my focus. My focus isn't jumping or hunter jumper, but I actually love to jump. I love it. So yay. Okay, I'm scrolling down through these comments. Okay, let's see. Okay, will I ever sell Free Spirit Farm? So I don't know. I mean, I said earlier, we are looking to expand, and we are looking for either more land if we can get that's close by, or, you know, close to our property. But if we can't, then eventually I will buy, hopefully, a bigger farm, just because my mission and everything has expanded and grown immensely, especially over the past like couple years. So that is the goal. But I don't know when that's going to be or what's going to happen. I'm just doing the best I can right now. Okay, a lot of people ask this. Will I make a video of my horses in their new home? Typically, the answer is no. A lot of people do not want to be on social media. They do not want their private life exposed. I mean, this is something that I do because I'm okay with that and I like it. But a lot of people do not want that. And a lot of people don't want to be on camera. Like, they feel awkward and all of that. So no, I'm not going to go make videos of my horses in new homes, because I haven't really had an owner that would be okay with that. Now, of course, a lot of them are okay with sharing a picture or like an update, but they don't want, you know, them to be filmed, or their barn or their home. Like, that's a very serious thing. Okay, so privacy is big, and we are not entitled to that. Like,
No, he
so,
just checked if you left the grain room open.
Oh my goodness. She always tries to bust into the grain room and get into the bag. She's so funny.
One of the bags is on the floor. She can push it over and start eating.
I know. I know. Okay, let's see. Question. Will I sell Ariel? So I'm not sure on that. I don't want to say yes or no, but we're just going to see how she turns out, and if she's big enough for Kyle, you know, kind of go from there. But I adore her. Her color is out of this world right now, but we'll see. Am I planning to jump Beauty? Yes, I'll definitely jump her, but she's only 4, so definitely not right now. I always wait until they're a little older to do that, but, you know, we'll pop her over some cross rails when she's 5. Let's see. All right. Should we go see the horses? Okay. Let's go see the horses. I'm going to put on my sunglasses. Oh, we're getting our asparagus from the neighbors. Thank you.
Hard telling what she eats.
Asparagus.
Right here.
Okay, Kyle, you ready?
Here we are.
You're on YouTube. Our neighbors are so cute. I love them. But anyways, okay, so we're gonna walk out and see the horses. I hope that it's not laggy when we go out there, because that's what I was worried about. So we're gonna try this. You gonna set that? Okay. Let's go. Okay, so let's go see the foals first. So right now we're going to see Esmeralda, Ariel, Zazu, Beauty, and Bagheera, because they are all in the same pasture, and then we'll go see the geldings. So, how long has Kyle been riding? How long has it been? I mean, okay,
Been married.
but he's a few times a year, but we've been married for like 7 years. So I don't really know how you want to equate that, but not long. Like, he's actually naturally a very good rider, but yeah, he doesn't ride consistently. Dang it, look at my pants.
Yep.
Fun.
Just rained again.
Yeah, we just got,
raining.
it's so wet here right now, but I put him out in the field anyway because I'm like, whatever, need to eat grass. Okay.
That's
Hopefully-
the problem is the grass grows so long,
I know.
so fast in the spring, but it rains so much.
Hopefully it's not.
You don't let them out, you have to mow it.
Yep.
Because they won't eat it when it's really long.
Make sure you shut this behind you. Okay, let's see the baby and everybody. Okay, I'm turning the camera. Hi! You guys are live on YouTube. What do you think of that? Look at Ariel. So pretty. Okay. Let's go see them up close. Okay, so we got Miss Bagheera here. Hi, girl. Hey. How's my sweet girl? Clean those little eyes. We should have brought the fly spray out. Sweetheart. Looking so good.
Yeah.
And we got Zazu. Is it okay on your end?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, honey. Zazu. You're so gorgeous. He's a buckskin Tobiano, and he is just such an angel. Like, the sweetest of the sweetest. The Zen master. And we got Ezzy. Look out. Okay, so Kyle is almost 6'1". Okay, look at this thing. What is happening to my baby? Here, film us. Oh, Ariel. Hold on, let me show Ariel. She looks fantastic. Beauty. I mean, look at Ariel's coat. I cannot handle this. She's so gorgeous. So is Ezzy. And look at Ezzy's feather. Oh, are you gonna... You're very entertaining. Okay, look at the feather on her. That is amazing. And Ariel has a little bit, but Ezzy, she might end up having almost full feather, quite a bit, once she finishes growing. But yeah.
Cleaning the eyes.
Yeah, we gotta clean those little eyes. So Ariel, what's up, honey? Hi, baby. Clean your little eye. And then, of course, Beauty. Geldings are out there too. But look at Ariel. She's like, it's like she's
shedding the white
she is.
stuff off.
But it's coming in though, because she was all white and then she shedded, like, shedded it.
shedding a lot.
Yeah, we got to do a curry out here. I brushed him 2 days ago.
Ezzy's shedding too. It's getting
Yeah.
warm.
Okay, so would I ever allow someone to come and meet us? So I do not allow visitors here, but you are able to sign up and do a lesson because we have to be conscientious about things for privacy reasons and security. But you are welcome to sign up and potentially do a lesson if we have availability. Look at these babies. Oh my goodness. Okay, you want to film us real quick? Ezzy! Hi, honey! Ariel! Oh, my big baby! My big baby. Look at these
Are you
girls.
riding today, Shay?
I rode Lumiere this morning. I'm going to ride Beauty too, and then maybe do groundwork with Mushu.
She
Oh
does
my
a lot of
gosh.
riding that you guys don't see.
I do.
She
Well,
doesn't-
just because I can't film everything I do because
Yeah.
I would never get anything done. I film a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. I film a lot of what I do, but yeah, can't film every single thing. And I want to enjoy my time sometimes. Like, I don't always want to be like, oh, let's film everything. Like, I want to enjoy my time with my horses. Girl, you are absolutely stunning.
Does
You-
Kyle have a favorite horse? That's hard. I really like Arlo when I ride, but I like Ariel a lot. I like
Can you
Mushu.
believe that she was unhandled in September? I mean, literally never been touched, and now she's just a big sweet girl.
Who's the best horse to jump?
Jiminy, he's so fun.
Jiminy?
He's fantastic. Me and Jiminy used to fox hunt back in college. We just did drag, so it wasn't live, and yeah, we jumped all the time. When we would do low-level eventing, we did some shows. Jiminy's awesome. The highest I ever jumped him was 4 feet, and that was one time out in the hunt field. That was crazy. But I used to jump like 3 feet, like on a regular basis, and I would jump coops and bigger jumps. But now I'm just like, I just want to train, and once in a while I'll pop over some fences, but it's just not a priority of mine with what I'm doing right now. Beauty. Hi, honey. Oh, my sweet girl. Mwah, mwah. Oh, you're so pretty. Look at you.
How many horses can you have at once?
This is like, I'm kind of at my max. Like I have a spot right now because
About
Belle's
10, yeah.
10 to 12.
Yeah.
In the summer I can do 12. In the winter we like around 9 to 10. Like I said, I have one spot now because the pastures are open. I do plan on moving a couple along, and then Belle's at my friend. So I have space for one more horse. But see, that's the thing. You keep keeping all the horses you don't sell. I technically would not be able to buy another horse. So with what I do, it wouldn't make sense.
I like this one. What horse misbehaves the most?
Ooh.
Who breaks the most fence boards?
That one.
Yeah, right now.
They put their big butts.
They are the perfect height
They put their
for the fences that they
butts on the fence.
they keep rubbing against the fence
Ooh,
and
they're-
breaking them.
And yeah. Oh my goodness, Ezzy. I literally.
But they don't really misbehave. They're just
Oh,
itching.
he's so cute. Look at this big booty girl. This big booty girl.
A lot of people want to see Koa,
Oh, he's in
but
the
he's
house.
inside right now.
Okay.
And they ask if you'd ever get another dog.
Yes, of course, but
If I told Shade to get another dog, she'd probably get one tomorrow.
probably. Yeah, we're just so busy right now. But yeah, I'd get another dog. Okay, let's go see the geldings. Okay, bye, love you. Bye, love you. But the foals are cool. They always want attention. Like they never like walk away from you. Ariel once in a while will, just because like sometimes she wants to go do her own thing. But they always come up and want attention. Don't you? You're so pretty. All right. Yep. Mwah. Love you. They love their kisses. Okay, I got mud all over my pants. Through the tall grass. So the horses want to, surprisingly, they're eating this tall grass. They usually eat the short grass because it has more sugar, so it tastes sweeter to them. You guys need to eat the tall grass.
Who's your favorite horse to ride?
Beauty, Zazu, or Jiminy, but it depends what I'm doing. Okay.
How many horses do we have all together?
11.
But I guess how many do we have in each pasture?
5 and 5.
Here, I'm not walking through that.
What are you gonna do?
Come around.
I'll slug through the mud. We're gonna slip just under the fence. Paddocks are starting to dry up a little bit.
Yes,
Hello,
well,
boys.
right now we have the mares and geldings separate a little bit.
Well, they're not. I mean,
Some of the
Zazu's
geldings are with the mares, but
not. Look at them. They're so cute. Mushu.
here's the two chumps.
Here, let me see that. Kyle.
Look at that.
They are adorable. Hi. So cute. Hi, baby. Mustache Mushu. You are so sweet. Yes, you are. Pretty Lumi. Look at you. You look gorgeous.
This guy always wants attention.
So pretty. So somebody asked, do I have weight limits when it comes to riding horses? So we do follow the 20% rule. And, you know, like Bagheera's older, so I won't put anybody typically over like 155, 160 on her. Even though she's...
Mustache.
He mustached you. Even though she... What did Bagheera weigh? 1150 when we got her? I mean, when we weighed her?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was actually shocked. I thought she was more like 900, but... Yeah. Was I a good student in school? I mean, I was fine. Kyle's good. Oh, look at you. Scratch his chest. He loves that. He'll do his little lip curl. Ooh, itchy, itchy. Up more. He likes it up more on his neck. There we go. There it is. There it is. Uh-oh. Boss hoss. Watch out, Kyle. Lumi. Yep. Kyle. Kyle. Come here. Gaston.
Want me to film you?
No, you're okay. Hi, buddy. The flies just came out this afternoon. They weren't bad this morning.
So I like to clean their eyes. So
I
the
know. We
flies
need
go.
to spray them.
Gaston's always been. He's one of the horses where his face is a little more sensitive to others, probably from his past. But he's,
Not really.
yeah.
What do you mean? He's fine. You good boy. You're so sweet. Most horses actually don't like their face touched.
Yeah.
To be honest, everybody wants to go and touch. What? Someone said, "Why is Arlo so underrated?" He's not. I put him in videos a lot. I ride him bridleless. Like, he's not underrated at all.
Arlo lovers.
Yeah, everybody loves Arlo. He's cool. What are you boys doing?
Gaston's
Going to
fun
get a drink?
ride, though.
Yeah. Kyle actually, you rode him
He's
in
fun to
Tennessee
ride.
for a
You
whole
can-
trip.
When you ride him compared to like Arlo, you can just tell he's really powerful,
Yes.
which is really fun.
Yep.
Yeah, we rode him in Tennessee, and he just powered up the hills.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool. Let's go see Arlo. Arlo will like hang out and play with the herd and do stuff, but then he is one that is so unbothered if he's not right next to another horse. Like, he could care less. Like, he's essentially not sour, buddy sour at all. Arlo! Hi, buddy. What's up, Arlo? So cute. He's so sweet.
You do our fruit roll-up challenge.
Oh yeah, Kyle really wants to do the fruit roll-up challenge with Arlo. I think we should make like a short video. Arlo's favorite snack is a fruit snack, and on the trails, Kyle will bring fruit snacks for himself, and then he'll like feed Arlo them too. It's so funny. You do like your fruit snacks. Have you ever tried Western Pleasure? No, I'm not into Western Pleasure at all. I don't think the gaits are natural. I'm not judging anybody. It's just not what I would ever do personally. Which horse has the smoothest lope? So I would say, ooh, that is a tough one. I don't know. I would say it's between Zazu and Jiminy. They both have amazing canters, and Jiminy is very, very smooth too. But like Gaston has a smooth canter too. He's just a little more forward, so it's different. But I would say Zazu if I had to pick. But yeah. Hi. You coming to say hi? I don't have a treat. I'm sorry. Yes, Dawn. Were you just a star? Were you just a star in the last YouTube? Huh? Everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. Everybody thought it was a sale video for you, and it wasn't, because you're not for sale right
No
now.
one can ever guess what he is.
Nope.
What breed he is.
Canadian horse. He's cool.
I like his size. Like if we got a Kyle horse, it'd be like Gaston.
Yeah.
It'd be very same size.
Yeah.
I like how he's not super wide.
Right.
He's muscular and he's tall. How tall is he?
16 hands.
16?
We gotta go get the fly spray.
Yeah, I really like his size.
Yeah, his size is fantastic because,
And his feet.
yeah, he's big, he has nice feet, but he's not like this gargantuan 18-hand monster of a horse that I'm 5 feet tall. Personally, I just don't want that. That's just a personal opinion. But I think big horses are great.
Lumi has a nice build too.
Yep.
Not too wide, nice and...
Yeah, Lumiere's cool. Well, okay, we've done this for over an hour now, so I really hope that you guys liked this live. It was kind of just like a practice for us to do, and I really wanted to, you know, talk to all of you live and, you know, spend some time on this Sunday. So we will be posting, I did a trail riding video, and I was going to post it today, but decided to do this live instead. So I'm going to be posting our trail ride that we did the other day this week. It was really fun. I rode Bagheera, and I was unhinged, okay? Like, it was great. So keep an eye out for that. But I hope all of you have a wonderful Sunday afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to the Free Spirit Equestrians first live on YouTube. So Kyle and I wish you the best Sunday. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. Go mow the lawn, yes.